Oh, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Peter back with another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. This video has been long overdue. Um, People have been inquiring and asking me about what my top PlayStation 4 exclusive games are and have been this generation. Uh, Let me just start off by saying that this is my top PS4 exclusive games. I know everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and there's a couple exclusives that I haven't played that I just haven't come across, and I probably won't go back and playing them because I'm looking forward thinking, looking ahead to the PS5. And but this is just my top PS4 exclusive games. I know I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter, people saying that if when it comes in, you can make the argument that when it comes in terms of exclusivity, this generation in particular with PS4, this could be this is arguably the best exclusive content ever on the PlayStation platform, and it's debatable. I mean, every PS has been great in terms of exclusivity, but this generation in particular, there's been a lot of bangers after bangers, man. A lot of slappers after slappers. But let's go and get started. So I do know that majority of the videos or Twitter posts I've seen have people have been talking about their top five exclusives. I'm gonna say that I have more than top five exclusives. I have actually a top seven that really over the years this generation has touched and embraced me and maybe feel some type of way. So I'm gonna go off and start off at number seven. Number seven, I know this came out on PS3, but it got remastered for the PS4, and that is The Last of Us Part One remastered. Basically, I skipped out on this on PS3 because I just was like, nah, it's not my cup of tea. I don't know about the whole zombie apocalypse world. But I made the investment on PS4, the remastered version, in 2014. And let me tell you, I don't know why I skipped this out on this game. This game was truly amazing. It was one of the early Sony PS4 exclusives that came out. That it was a remaster, but it came out on the content on the console. And damn, I'm so glad I picked this up and I was able to play this and just feel some type of way with Joel and Ellie and like the connection, the bond they had together. Uh, Man, it's just this game blew me away. Definitely a great game. I would definitely recommend checking it out if you guys haven't. So that's set number seven, and we'll see if part two makes the list of my top exclusive games. But anyways, that's number seven. Number six, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Ghost of Tsushima. So I picked this up last week. I've been on it for about a week, and really great game. Really fun. Combat solid. Graphics are really nice. With the HDR, the world is the world of Tsushima is very vibrant, and the colors just pop out, man. Great game. I give credit where it's due to Sucker Punch, man. They went out of their way, out of their norm, to make this new IP, and it's definitely paying off because I think it sold about 2.5 million copies in 3 days. So definitely well deserved. I like it a lot better than Infamous Second Son, which was their other exclusive game that came out in 2014, and I'm enjoying it so far. I think I'm halfway done with the when it comes to terms of the main campaign. So I think I have another half left, but so far it's been great, and it's definitely in my top collection of exclusives. So I have that at number six. Number five, let's get into my top five now. Number five, I want to go ahead and go with Spider-Man. Definitely blew me away. I didn't think it would be freaking good. This game was really good. Graphics were pretty damn good. Uh, the gameplay, even the story, it was just a great experience. Definitely took me by surprise. And I am looking forward to Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS5. I do plan on getting that with the PS5. Hopefully, it's available day one on the PS5 at launch later on this year. But Spidey, it was good, and yeah, looking forward to Miles Morales as well. All right, so number four, I'm gonna go ahead and go with God of War 2018. Another game that really blew me away. Great graphics, definitely mind-blowing gameplay. The core mechanics of the gameplay, it was cool to definitely just go through a journey with Kratos and Atreus, and the father and son bond. And it really was great to me because I never previously played any of the God of War games before. and this was so new to me, so I definitely enjoyed it. I took my time with it. Uh, Great game, man. Great game. Got nothing great things to say. Great studio. Sony, Santa Monica Studios did a great, phenomenal job of building this game and utilizing the PS4 hardware. So that's at number 4. And then number 3, I'm gonna go with another game that blew me away, which was a new IP, and that is Horizon Zero Dawn. This game, when I got this is the reason why I even got my PS4 Pro was because of this game. I fell in love with Aloy from the moment, from the beginning till the end. Definitely just mind-blowing graphics, man. The HDR was really damn good in this game. Uh, the gameplay, the combat, solid. It was a good investment. Really blew me away. Guerrilla Games, they're known for their Killzone franchise. They definitely went out of their way to do something different than Killzone, and I'm so glad they took the initiative to make this game and develop this game, and it did really well. It did really well. I'm looking forward to Horizon Forbidden West, which is a sequel to this game, which will be coming out on PS5. So, from what they showed off earlier back in June, that the graphics look mind blowing, and it's going to be mind blowing because it's part one. If you haven't played part one, highly recommend it. And that goes to Spider-Man, God of War, and Ghost of Tsushima. As I mentioned with Last of Us Remastered, if you guys haven't played any of these games, highly recommend playing it, man. If you have a PS4, play these games because you guys will have a immersive, great experience with these games. All right, so this leads me to my top 2 games. I've been, as you can see, the Uncharted 4 poster. I'm a big Nathan Drake Uncharted fan. Since the first Uncharted that came back out on PS3. So I went ahead and I'm gonna go with Uncharted 4 at number 2. This game is close to my heart. Nathan Drake, the journey of Nathan Drake is close to my heart. This game just blew me away, man. Blew me away. I personally, on a personal level, like I'll put it just a tad over Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 was definitely revolutionary and groundbreaking back on the PS3 time, should I say? And the gameplay of Nathan Drake, Uncharted 4 at Thieves End was just amazing. A lot of climbing, a lot of just story-driven narratives, but that's what Uncharted's always been about. The gameplay is good. There's rumors about them making a Uncharted for PS5, which I'm kind of 50-50 because I won't spoil anything, but the way they ended Uncharted 4, the Uncharted 4's ending was freaking perfect, man. Just so that's why I'm kind of like, oh no, just let it be, leave it alone, and just make something else. But Uncharted 4 definitely is close to my heart, and I definitely enjoyed it. I have the Nathan Drake PS4 Uncharted 4 PS4 limited edition, and I got that on launch day with my Uncharted 4 game. Actually came with the bundle. It came with the console, so that was pretty cool of Sony to include the actual physical copy of the game with the PlayStation. So, and then I replayed it again on Uncharted on PS4 Pro and just saw any differences and a slight bump in resolution. It looked pretty damn good, and the HDR was really good too on it. So that's Uncharted 4. I got it at number 2, which means number 1. I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. This game came out last month. Uh, it went through a lot of controversial due to the story leaks and gameplay leaks. But despite all that, I knew this was going to be a great game, and it was. And that is my number 1 game of PS4 of this generation is The Last of Us Part 2. So this is the regular edition of Last of Us Part 2. And then I also invested in the LE edition, and this is a steelbook cover of the LE edition. So Last of Us Part 2, guys, is my number 1 PS4 exclusive this generation. And why I say that is because based on the bond that I experienced between Joel and Ellie from the remastered, due to all the hype that they were hyping this game up when we first saw the first trailer, in 2016, and then just leading up to the momentum and the wait, and it blew me away, guys. This game, I know there's been a lot of controversy with the stories and that. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Uh, Highly recommend playing Uncharted 4. Highly recommend playing Last of Us Part 2. Uh, it just didn't feel like a PS4 game, man. From like visually to like the gameplay and like the accessibility that Naughty Dog has implemented in this game, this felt like a this felt something else, man. This hit different. A lot of on a lot of variety of in terms of like emotions, it hit differently, man. To me, like it's been a month. I still think about it every day, man. That's how crazy this game is. Definitely hits you emotionally if you're invested in the story. Uh, Ellie's just man, just putting yourself in her shoes and just playing through her in the journey of part two. It's just mind blowing, man. It's definitely a different experience, something that I will cherish and I will possibly play through it again if there's an enhancement version on the PS5 or a remaster. I mean, this game doesn't even need a remastered version, guys. It's that damn good as it already is. So, gameplay, the mechanics, a lot of similarities to Uncharted. So, uh, it's just mind blowing, man. And the graphics and in the story, like I know people are hating on the story, and there's things that happens in the game in terms of the story. If you play it, it would make sense. But it was just a great experience. I know there's some things that happen in the game that a lot of people are not a fan of, but at the end of the day, it was still a pretty damn great experience and possibly the best experience you can get on the PlayStation 4 this gen. So those are my top 7 exclusive games, guys. I got nothing but great things to say about Sony. And let me just start off. Let me just end this video by saying that into this gen, I was a big Xbox 360 fan. Yes, I own an Xbox One. This is no fanboy talk. This is just me talking from my experience of this gen. PlayStation 4 straight up dominated. They straight up barbecue chicken. They straight up just annihilated the Xbox when it comes to in terms of exclusivity. Now the Xbox One X and PS4 Pro, One X is in terms of multi-platform games. There's better versions on the One X, and I've been enjoying the One X for my multi-plats. But when it comes in terms of exclusivity, um, it ain't even close, man. It's just Sony and the PS4 is miles better. Uh, and I don't see this changing anytime soon moving forward with the PS5 because all the games that I mentioned, I'm sure they're going to have some sequels or not. New games for their franchises on PlayStation 5. So it's just experience wise, man. Sony they definitely hit it out of the ballpark. They delivered the goods. They gave us possibly the best exclusive content for a generation, and a lot of good games, a lot of great narratives, and I just don't see that stopping anytime soon because they the thing with Sony is like they'll give their studios time and development time to do what they want and not hold them back and wanting it their way. That's what I love about the fact that Sony just gives their studios all this time. I'm not saying anything bad about Microsoft. We all know Microsoft's weakness. The first party titles have to improve and hopefully they will improve. But when it comes to exclusivity, there's just no way I'll just straight up say it. There's just no way they can compete with Sony when it comes to first party exclusivity. And this is why PlayStation is a brand, is a big worldwide brand. This is why they sell hardware because they make these exclusive, content that's only available on their console and their platform and their brand. And yeah, I'm looking forward to PS5. I'm hoping that we do get some news soon about pre-orders and pricing. Hopefully, I'll get my hands on it day one. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. You'll be alerted when I upload my next video. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, guys. Alrighty, take care. God bless, and keep pushing forward, guys. Peace.